Have you ever looked up at the sky and wondered about the creatures that legends say once soared through it, battling forces of darkness? From the enchanting, yet perilous, sirens of Greek lore to the majestic Garuda of Hindu tradition, the skies of mythology teem with powerful avian figures locked in eternal conflict with serpentine dragons. Join us as we embark on a journey across cultures to uncover the origins, symbolism, and enduring significance of these awe-inspiring bird-dragon battles. The story begins in ancient Greece, a land steeped in mythology and the birthplace of numerous iconic creatures, including the Sirens. Initially depicted as bird women, these beings later evolved into the more familiar mermaid-like figures. But their original avian form is crucial to understanding their connection to the broader theme of bird-dragon conflict. The earliest accounts of sirens, found in Homer's Odyssey, describe them as inhabiting an island surrounded by treacherous rocks and still waters, luring sailors to their doom with their irresistible songs. Hesiod, writing around the same time, provides further details, identifying them as the daughters of Achelous, a river god, and Melpomene, one of the Muses. The sirens' association with death and destruction is significant. Their enchanting songs represent a form of irresistible temptation, leading sailors away from their intended course and toward inevitable shipwreck. A metaphor for the dangers of unchecked desire and the seductive power of illusion, perhaps. While not explicitly battling dragons in the traditional sense, the sirens' role as harbingers of death and chaos aligns them with the forces that the heroic avian figures in other mythologies actively combat. Their captivating voices could be seen as a subtle, psychological form of dragon, lulling victims into a false sense of security before ultimately destroying them. The location of their island, surrounded by perilous waters and sharp rocks, further reinforces this idea of a dangerous, dragon-like lair that sailors must navigate with caution. The myth reminds us of the constant vigilance required to resist temptation and the potential consequences of succumbing to its allure. Moving eastward, we encounter Garuda, a central figure in Hindu and Buddhist mythology. Unlike the sirens, Garuda is unequivocally a force of good, a powerful and benevolent being whose primary purpose is to combat evil, often embodied by serpentine figures known as Nagas. Garuda is typically depicted as a large, humanoid bird with a golden body, powerful wings, and a sharp beak. He is the Vahana, or mount, of the Hindu god Vishnu, one of the principal deities in the Hindu trinity. Vishnu represents preservation and cosmic order, and Garuda's role as his vehicle underscores his importance in maintaining balance in the universe. The origins of Garuda can be traced back to the ancient Vedic texts, where he is mentioned as a symbol of strength and swiftness. However, his fully developed mythology appears in the later Puranas, particularly the Mahabharata and the Garuda Purana. These texts detail Garuda's birth, his rivalry with the Nagas, and his devotion to Vishnu. According to legend, Garuda's mother, Vinata, was tricked into becoming a slave to Kadru, the mother of the Nagas. To free his mother, Garuda had to retrieve the elixir of immortality, Amrita, from the gods. This task involved overcoming numerous obstacles and battling powerful deities, ultimately demonstrating Garuda's immense strength and unwavering determination. What lengths wouldn't a son go to for his mother? Garuda's battles with the Nagas are a recurring theme in Hindu mythology. These conflicts represent the eternal struggle between good and evil, light and darkness. The Nagas, often associated with the underworld and chaotic forces, are natural enemies of Garuda, who embodies righteousness and divine power. The symbolism of this conflict is multifaceted. It can be interpreted as a representation of the human struggle against inner demons, the triumph of spiritual enlightenment over ignorance, or the victory of cosmic order over chaos. Garuda's image is often found adorning temples and sacred sites throughout India and Southeast Asia, serving as a reminder of the power of good to overcome evil. The Garuda Purana, a specific text dedicated to him, details aspects of life, death, and the afterlife, further solidifying his importance in Hindu cosmology and spiritual practice. His association with Vishnu reinforces the idea that divine intervention and unwavering faith are essential in overcoming adversity. The concept of a bird-dragon battle is not unique to Greek and Hindu mythology. Similar motifs appear in various cultures around the world, each with its own unique interpretation and symbolism. In ancient Persia, the simar, a mythical bird of immense size and wisdom, is sometimes depicted as battling evil forces, though not always specifically dragons. The simar is often seen as a protector of heroes and a symbol of divine grace, echoing Garuda's role as a benevolent force. In Slavic mythology, the firebird, a creature with radiant plumage that glows with an inner light, is often associated with quests and magical treasures. While not always directly engaged in combat with dragons, The Firebird's association with fire and its ability to overcome darkness aligns it with the broader theme of avian figures battling destructive forces. The quest for the Firebird is often fraught with peril, requiring the hero to confront various challenges and overcome obstacles, mirroring the trials faced by Garuda in his quest for the Amrita. Even in some Native American traditions, we find echoes of this avian-reptilian conflict. The Thunderbird, a powerful spirit often depicted as a giant bird that controls thunder and lightning, is sometimes portrayed as battling underwater serpents or other monstrous creatures. These battles represent the struggle between the forces of the sky and the forces of the earth, the balance between the natural elements. The Thunderbird's association with storms and its ability to bring both life-giving rain and destructive lightning further emphasizes its complex and multifaceted nature. Comparing these different mythologies reveals several common themes. First, the avian figure is almost always associated with positive qualities such as strength, wisdom, and divine power. They represent the forces of good, order, and enlightenment. Second, the reptilian figure, often a dragon or serpent, embodies negative qualities such as chaos, destruction, and ignorance. They represent the forces of evil, disorder, and darkness. Third, the conflict between these two figures represents the eternal struggle between these opposing forces, a struggle that is often seen as essential for maintaining balance in the universe. The role of these myths in ancient religions is significant. They provided a framework for understanding the world and the forces that shaped it. They offered explanations for natural phenomena, such as storms and earthquakes, and they provided moral guidance, teaching people how to live virtuous lives and overcome adversity. The myths also served as a source of inspiration, encouraging people to strive for greatness and to fight for what is right. In the case of Garuda, his image and stories were deeply integrated into Hindu religious practices. Temples were dedicated to him, and his image was often used in rituals and ceremonies. The Garuda Purana, as mentioned earlier, served as a guide for various aspects of life, death, and the afterlife, demonstrating the profound influence of Garuda's mythology on Hindu beliefs and practices. Similarly, the Sirens, though initially depicted as monstrous figures, played a role in Greek religious beliefs, representing the dangers of hubris and the importance of respecting the gods. Their stories served as cautionary tales, reminding people of the consequences of succumbing to temptation and straying from the path of righteousness. The enduring appeal of these myths lies in their ability to resonate with universal human experiences. The struggle between good and evil, the triumph of light over darkness, the importance of courage and perseverance, these are themes that transcend cultural boundaries and continue to inspire us today. The image of a powerful avian figure battling a fearsome dragon is a potent symbol of hope, reminding us that even in the face of overwhelming odds, good can ultimately prevail. Modern interpretations of bird-dragon archetypes are diverse and multifaceted. In literature and film, these figures often appear as symbols of freedom, power, and spiritual transformation. The dragon, in particular, has undergone a significant evolution in modern storytelling. While still often portrayed as a fearsome antagonist, dragons are also increasingly depicted as complex and even sympathetic characters, possessing their own motivations and desires. In Jungian psychology, the bird and the dragon represent different aspects of the human psyche. The bird symbolizes the conscious mind, our aspirations, and our connection to the spiritual realm. The dragon, on the other hand, represents the unconscious mind, our primal instincts, and our repressed emotions. The conflict between these two figures can be interpreted as the struggle to integrate these different aspects of the self, to achieve wholeness and psychological balance. Furthermore, the bird-dragon archetype can be seen as a reflection of our relationship with the natural world. The bird, representing the sky and the air, symbolizes our connection to the higher realms, while the dragon, representing the earth and the underworld, symbolizes our connection to the primal forces of nature. The conflict between these two figures can be interpreted as the ongoing tension between our desire to control and dominate nature, and our need to respect and coexist with it. From the enchanting sirens of Greek mythology to the majestic Garuda of Hindu tradition, the stories of avian figures battling dragons continue to captivate and inspire us. These myths, born in ancient cultures and passed down through generations, offer profound insights into the human condition and our relationship with the world around us. They remind us of the eternal struggle between good and evil, the importance of courage and perseverance, and the enduring power of hope. The echoes of these ancient battles still resonate in our art, literature, and even our dreams, reminding us that the fight for balance and harmony is a constant and ongoing process. The myths of battling birds and dragons have taken flight from the ancient world and continue to soar in our collective imagination. If you're fascinated by the enduring power of mythology and the stories that shape our understanding of the world, subscribe to our channel and join us as we continue to explore the depths of human imagination.